Hi, Manny. I'm
Hi,
Therese of
Grace.
WhenInManila.com. Hello from the
Hi.
Philippines.
How are you?
I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well tonight.
Yeah, really good.
Okay, so first things first, I loved your character instantly when he was introduced in the show.
Oh,
So, what
thank
went
you.
through your mind when you first landed the role and got to be part of, well, essentially the Star Wars franchise?
I mean, it was honestly a dream come true. It wasn't a regular audition process. Um, I literally just met with the showrunner and we talked about the character. And yeah, next thing you know, like maybe a few months later, she left a voicemail on my phone asking if I wanted to be a part of the Star Wars project. And I was excited, jumping for joy, all the feelings. It was incredible. It was so surreal uh, that somebody would ask me to hop in and join this incredible series.
Yeah. So, you've described your character in previous interviews as just a rizless regular guy. But, from what I've seen so far, there's depth to him that is yet to be uncovered later on in the series.
Mm.
So just want to know what were some of the challenges you faced in preparing for this role, and how was the experience like bringing the character to life?
The challenges were, I mean, primarily trying to kind of figuring out his physicality, like how he kind of carries himself. We know when I was talking to Leslie initially, we know we wanted kind of like an aloof, kind of comedic type of character that can be very much a juxtaposition to like the stoic and a very serious Jedi. But it's finding a fine line because if you go too much, it gets a little too weird. So finding out his physicality, his voice as well, that still feels like Star Wars and not like too crazy. Yeah, just I think those initial steps of finding his physicality and his voice was a challenge, but luckily we had dialect coaches, we had movement coaches to help us out, which was really helpful.
Right. Well, how significant do you think Qimir is in May's life and, assisting her in her ambition to fulfill what was, tasked by her master to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think they definitely don't like each other, or there's this definitely a conflict between the both of them, but they need each other. So Amanda and I talked about this a lot, and we definitely approached it as brother and sister, a sibling that you hate, but you have to get along with. That's how we approached this relationship. It was very much um, we don't like each other, but we have to get through this in order to survive and please like this master that May is trying to appease. So yeah, it's they become pretty important to one another for their own survival.
I like that, like a secret third sibling.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the biggest lessons in the Acolyte that I've learned so far is that standing up for what you want instead of doing what others want you to do. So has
Mm.
there ever been a moment wherein you had to make a difficult choice like that?
Oh yes, constantly. I feel like everything from choosing not to pursue engineering, was a big standing up point. Choosing to move on from dancing into acting was a big one. Choosing to move from Vancouver to Los Angeles. I think, I'm constantly still running into these points where I have to stand up for myself and be like, this is the new challenge that I have to take on. And even right now, uh, I am lucky that, projects do tend to, they, not always, but they'll come my way sometimes. But sometimes I'll have to take a stand and be like, this isn't creatively where I want to be or the path that I want to go towards or move towards. And you have to definitely stand up and voice your opinion or what your gut's saying.
I love that. So
Yeah.
just a few more questions for me.
No
So
worries.
there's some memorable moments on set while working with your co-stars that you could share with us.
I mean everything. Like I remember that first scene with Amandla as May. And have you seen the first four episodes? Is there anything I'm not going to spoil? You have.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Yeah, just like the first scene with Amandla as May and like being in that setting in the apothecary and again like everything was practical. So we didn't use a lot of CGI or special effects. It felt real and I was like a kid in a candy store being able to just touch things and smell things and act within a world that was built as opposed to having to constantly trying to imagine things. Um, and then again, switching it to playing with her OSHA character and that dynamic. Just I think the introduction of both characters with each other, like Qimir and Amon, Qimir and May, and Qimir and OSHA, those are really special moments.
Right. Did you actually get to hold a lightsaber or did you wish you had?
Yeah, no, I definitely have lightsaber envy, Jedi envy, because I didn't get to do all the cool stuff that Charlie and Daphne get to do. But yeah, I just we just took their lightsaber and um, played with it and pretended to be a Jedi as well when I had some free time, and maybe took some photos, some selfies with them, just for the memories. But yeah, um, yeah, it was cool. It was cool to be able to like hold one of those things.
You're right. Okay, so last question for me. So what do you hope that the audience will take home from this series?
I just hope people enjoy it. I just hope people get the same feeling that kids get the same feeling that I did when I was a kid, watching The Phantom Menace, watching A New Hope. I just want, yeah, the younger kids to be able to just be thrilled by the Acolyte, and want to play around with lightsabers and to be Jedi or to be Sith. I just want them to have fun, because I think that's what it comes down to. Um, I just hope people, yeah, can just get away for a second and escape and be able to live in this galaxy for the 35 minutes that it provides every episode.
Yeah, and you're part of history now in Star Wars.
Yeah, when you put it that way, it seems like a lot of responsibility, but yeah, no, I'm very grateful, very fortunate. Yeah,
Yeah, so congratulations and thank you again. It was a pleasure getting to speak with you. And I
of
hope you
course.
get to visit the Philippines soon.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We get to do something over there. It's yeah, always miss going back to the Philippines. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Let me talk to Disney.
Fingers
All
crossed.
right.
All right, thank you so much, Manny. Thank you
Thank
again.
you.